Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Teik Guan from Singapore, and thank you to Kai Ventures for allowing us to come and pitch. So I'm CEO and co-founder of pQCee. I'm going to be standing a bit here, so I'm apologize to the judges who might be angling your neck, but we're here to really try to make the world be quantum ready. So what is happening? Well, you've heard a lot in the morning about how we're going to get quantum, going to get all the advantages that is going to help, quantum is going to help businesses make money or save money. And that's all right, that's all true. But that's going to happen only in a 5 or 10 year time frame. Before that, we actually have to fix the elephant in the room, which is the risk that quantum computers bring. There is a threat that quantum computers will bring, and that is in the cybersecurity space. Unfortunately, the speed-ups in quantum computing that does for the finance industry, for the automotive industry, for the chemical industry, it's going to do bad things for the cybersecurity industry because the cryptographic algorithms that we are very used to today are going to be broken. Broken how? It's going to be broken in the way that happened last week. You know, the blue screen of death? It's probably going to be the same thing. And that's something that we probably have to fix and address before we actually get to use the quantum computer for good. And this is really what we are actually seeing when we are speaking to a lot of the organizations within the banks, within the government, who says that, hey, before I start to save money or make money for my organization, I want to save my job. I don't want to be fired when quantum computers come. And that's really where we come in. And this is really about all kinds of projects that we're talking about, from Bitcoins to your digital certificates, to your identities, to your documents, even to your smart factories. All of them will be affected when a quantum computer comes because the cryptographic algorithms that is being used and assumed to be safe is no longer safe. And this is a market that we realize can be addressed today. We are already getting a couple of customers, which I'll share a view a bit more. But let's go into the technology side of things first. So when I keep talking about cryptographic algorithms, what am I saying about? We're talking about Alice and Bob. Alice is sending a message to Bob, and Alice needs to make sure that that message gets to Bob unchanged. Bob needs to know that the message came from Alice. Bob needs to know that the message is not changed when it's being sent, and Bob needs to be able to prove that that message came from Alice. Wow. That's a lot of assumptions that we take for granted. That's because the cryptographic algorithms based on public-private keys actually do the trick. Unfortunately, that assumption is broken. Given the public key, which is public, a quantum-capable attacker can calculate the private key. And that's going to happen when logical qubits hit, 2,000, 3,000 logical qubits. Not very far off, if we believe what IBM says this morning. So when that happens, anyone can impersonate as Alice, and Bob cannot tell the difference. And this is something we have to fix. What is the world doing right now? The great guys at NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technologies, are trying to come up with new algorithms to say, let's replace this algorithm, let's change it to something else. Let's move from RSA, let's move from ECC into lattice-based cryptography. It may work. Unfortunately, it's not trivial. It's really, really, really difficult to try to migrate algorithms at that level and expect Alice and Bob to upgrade at the same time. Again, the blue screen of death last week comes to mind. Trying to upgrade everything at one shot in one big bang is not for the faint-hearted. What we have come with, at least from my startup, is that we are able to make the existing algorithm quantum safe. We're going to make ECDSA, the signing algorithms, quantum safe by starting from a pre-image, which is, am I missing some? Oops. Okay. So, which is a secret that hashes to the private key, and this itself is a quantum-resistant process. And if we then layer it across with a zero-knowledge proof, we effectively make the existing digital signing system quantum safe without having to migrate to the new pQCee algorithms in one big bang. It allows for a gradual, backward compatible, seamless way to slowly get in. Because Alice can start the upgrade process and Bob won't tell the difference. After Alice has upgraded, then Bob can start to upgrade. And this is something that we realize can already be done. So we have built a first product. It's called Inoculate. It's for PDF signing. So imagine if you are doing millions and millions of PDF documents. Every organization has it. And you want your PDF documents to be secured even when a quantum computer comes. This is the product for you. We have deployed it in one of our customers in Singapore. And the great thing is they didn't even need to upgrade their Adobe Reader. It already works as it is. And that's really what we're talking about. So we are really doing a lot more. We're exploring a lot more use cases. Beyond PDF documents, I'll give you an example. Blockchains, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also vulnerable to quantum attacks. Right, the key in the wallet signs with ECDSA and it's put onto the chain. Anyone with access to the chain, which is anyone, can use a quantum computer and calculate their private key here. And Bitcoin, Ethereum cannot upgrade to the NIST algorithms because changing that would affect the public key and the wallet address, causing hundreds of millions of wallet addresses to change at the same time. We actually have the way to solve it. And that's, again, based on the seed phrase, and we provide a zero-knowledge proof, and this is all done. We have actually published an EIP on this and slowly trying to get this done into the real world itself. So lots of stuff we can do, and the team to do it is myself. I'm a repeat founder. I previously exited my previous startup in multi-factor authentication to Gemalto, retired for a while, midlife crisis, went back to do my PhD in quantum cryptography, and now I'm back doing my startup. My co-founder, seasoned finance professional, chartered accountant. She runs the ops, finance, basically all the non-fun stuff. I do the fun stuff, she do the non-fun stuff. Life is good. We've already raised a pre-seed round. Still okay, but more money is not that. And lots of work to do from now. Expanding our reach, getting more customers, growing our use cases, and essentially doing a lot of standardizations. So my time is up. I guess I have to open the floor for questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Teik. Now, questions from the
jury. Thanks for the presentation, Teik. Thanks. My question is, do you feel like your solution is a temporary one before the NIST standards kind of come out, or is it something that stays and then you layer the NIST standards as a part of like a cryptographic layering of?
So, and you are very right. We believe that that solution that we have is a temporary one. Temporary in terms of, say, a 15, 20-year time frame, right? Cryptographic migrations are counted in decades. How do we move from single DES to triple DES? How do we move from triple DES to AES? They are all counted in decades. And that is the time that's needed to do that migration. We believe that we have this, for lack of a better, we are Band-Aid. We're selling Band-Aid right now for the next 5 to 10 years to help organizations start to become quantum safe. And in that process, we provide this algorithm that can help them get towards a quantum safety, but with a longer term goal of moving to the NIST standards. So the NIST standards don't go away. It's just that it's so difficult to get there that we will help them go in a less painful and easier way. And from a pQCee standpoint, it's not so much that just because we don't have this just because it's a temporary solution doesn't mean that we cannot get there, because it's really about landing and expanding. Lots of organizations need a lot of helping hand in order to guide them into the quantum readiness world. And if we are that first stop for them, then getting from a temporary solution to a longer term solution, even partnering with all the people here to grow our market and provide even quantum computing capabilities, that's really a much longer term goal that we can do. But we become the first point of contact to that customer, and that's something that we want to do.
And will you be the second? Will you be, meaning if you put your solution in there, so you already have the vendor advantage,
yes.
Right? Is it a replace, when the NIST standard comes, or are you layering?
So I give you an example of what we have, right? So I introduced about the product, this Inoculate, which is a document signing product. This is already sold to a finance company in Singapore. We're starting another one pretty soon. And in fact, what we have worked with the Singapore government is that we have gotten a grant from the Singapore government to enhance this with the NIST pQCee algorithms to enhance it into a much bigger blown implementation where it's not just about simple document signing, but a full-blown PKI that has hybrid both secure signing plus digital certificates with NIST certificates all inside the same product itself. So we will be constantly advancing and enhancing that product itself. But what we realize is that a lot of customers don't want the full-blown thing. They just want something simple to let them get their journey started. One more.
How do you stress test the security of your solution? Like, do you get any other third party, for example, to actually check that the security is valid and is resistant?
Fair. So two ways, right? We from a company standpoint, we do it from the design itself. We are using standard algorithms. I mean, we're using ECDSA, we're using SHA-256. The zero knowledge proof we're using is the Picnic algorithm by Microsoft in the round 3 of the NIST competition itself. From a standards or a third-party certification itself, we're getting started on the EAL certification for this product. The great thing is because we are still using ECDSA, we're actually not moving away from any new standards. So we are working with a standards body in order to get this product EAL level 2 certified based on existing standards. Thank you.